Hi guys, I'm Sierra, and I'm going to show y'all my makeshift portfolio. I'm going to warn y'all, my niece and nephew are here, and if you hear sudden screams, I'm so sorry. But, hi, and I'm gonna try this out. If it'll work. Okay. Um, yeah. So this is my professional profile. And there's a picture of me. It's kind of old, but that's the only one with a background that doesn't have a bunch of stuff. I kind of just plugged in from what I put at the beginning of the semester, so yeah. And I added a link to my PLN, which anyone can go look at on the many times we put in our PLN. I put a little snippet in the post-professional profile about why I want to be a teacher, and a quote from Confucius because he's one of the many philosophers that I enjoy. I'm obviously going to be a history teacher hopefully one day, and I put this stuff in here because I do believe that teaching history is really important, and it's of great importance, and to, go forward in the future, we have to be knowledgeable about our past and, all that good stuff that you've probably learned throughout the years. Now we're going to go to my assessments, which I had a little trouble, but the KWL assessments were an obvious theme because I think that they're really effective. And there's the formative assessment, which is a little more complex. But I found it, and I thought it was good, and I put some of my own stuff in it, so it's sort of my own. Yeah. Div technology. This stuff, there was only so many well-used ones, and I'm pretty sure most of what I have is apps. Like for an iPhone. The Dragon Anywhere, for the speech-to-text software. I thought that I downloaded some of them. I thought they were cool and all, but most of what I use is already on my phone. So these are just some examples of things that would help enhance a student if they needed the extra help. And yeah. We'll go on to my lessons, which I had to find really diligently because I like mostly world history. I'm not a big American history buff because it's just so repetitive and it's mostly annoying. But most of my lessons are gravitated toward 11th to 12th grade. This particular one is over the Roman history. It's a capstone paper that the student would research, and those are my standards that I took in. Yeah, this one's more of a paper, so they would have to research and do a lot of in-depth looking into this. Their goal is the student will research and examine academic articles and sources on ancient Roman technologies, which I thought was cool because I like European history, and Rome has so much history, it's crazy. My second lesson plan is about the Civil War period, and it's still pretty centered for the upper levels. I really liked this one because it had pictures, but then I couldn't get the pictures to go in. But there's still a lot of really cool information, and it's a really nice lesson plan, I think, because there's a lot of stuff to it. Yeah. And it has 2 parts, I guess. Or maybe I put it in wrong. Oops. My third lesson is about the Roaring Twenties, which is always a fun lesson with flappers and all that, because it's just it's a funner, but also a hard era to talk about because so much controversy. But yeah, it's for 7 through 12 grade level, which is our level of teaching. I prefer high school lesson plans because I don't get along with kids. Just kidding. I just prefer the upper levels. And because of the content, I love the more sophisticated content, but teaching college would be a struggle. And there's a lot of information. And in this one, there's actually a role-playing exercise, which I think is really cool. That would be something fun to do, and I think it would really resonate to the students. So, yeah. And my fourth lesson is about the Holocaust, which is a really important part of history to be, so our future generations know not to be super crazy. And it is for the senior level, the upper levels, and I kept all the information from the people that I took this from, so y'all know that it wasn't me that wrote these, obviously. But I did add in my standards as I did in the last one. Just a couple. They're up here. Yeah, they're right there. But yeah, it's a really cool lesson, and I remember whenever I learned about the Holocaust in high school, and it's kind of gruesome and it's kind of gross, but it's important to know, and it's a big part of history that doesn't need to be repeated again. And we'll go on to my classroom management once I get up here. Classroom management is pretty simple. I came up with most of these, but I also had some help from the internet and Pinterest and whatnot. I like rules, but at the same time, you know that kids aren't gonna be the most responsive to rules. But they have to be laid out, and I understand that. And I don't really like all the whole stay in your seat kind of thing, because I don't want to be that kind of teacher, other than, if they got to go to the bathroom, take a pass. But I don't like the rows, the straight lines. I think I think a classroom should be better than that. It doesn't need to be so. It needs to be structured, but it needs a different kind of structure sometimes. Kids need to know that they're allowed to feel comfortable at school. And I don't know about you guys, but those desks are not comfortable. Yeah. But yeah, that's me. And I know it's not super fancy, and I didn't read every single thing to y'all, but I know that everyone else has worked really, really hard. And I don't want to spend 30 minutes showing y'all stuff that y'all probably have been reading all semester. So I'm just going to go over everything if y'all want to look at it. Just a little. Like I said, I didn't do much because I am not creative. That's why I'm a history major. I don't just do a lot of creative stuff all the time, unfortunately. I just wasn't given that gift. I'm not going to go back to lesson plan because it's so long. I decided to just copy and paste them because I thought it'd be easier to view that way instead of using a document. It's not like we're not going to have these live texts for a while. Yeah. And I'll go look at my classroom management for y'all one more time, just so I don't miss something that y'all might have wanted to see. I'm sorry I'm not super talkative about all of it. Anyway. Yeah, that was my profile. I hope it's okay, and I know that it's not super fancy and nice, but I did my best for this semester, and it was a tough semester. I'm sure everyone can attest to that. Anyway, thanks. You guys have a great day.